Good morning. It's September 24, 2024. We're critiquing the news. The article on your screens from the Cairns Post, and it's titled Dutton Closes In on Albo in the Polls. It's about the narrowing distance between the Liberal branch of the Labor-Liberal Uni Party and the Labor branch, and that's on the basis of the cost of living concerns for voters, including housing, energy bills, insurance, transport, and so on. However, nobody should be excited about the thought of replacing Anthony Albanese with Peter Dutton, because nothing significant would change. If you've been paying attention to politics for a few decades, you will have noticed a distinct pattern. It doesn't matter whether it's Labor or the Liberals in the driver's seat, the direction is identical and it's only the speed that changes. The Liberals' policies now were Labor's policies 20 years ago. Both are driving Australia towards an economic and societal cliff edge, and the difference being Labor has the throttle wide open and the Liberals ease up a little. The Liberals under ScoMo racked up $500 billion in additional foreign debt because that's how Australia prints money, and the Australian public got nothing of value for that money that would ever help repay it. Now we have disastrous inflation and cost of living and housing crises, and Labor's copping the blame, but it's not entirely Labor's fault. The Liberals contributed to it too. Both parties flatly refuse to implement the will of the Australian people in accordance with their constitutional obligations, and both are implementing the will of unelected foreign billionaires behind the UN and WEF. Do you know the correct term to describe someone who gets to high office and then implements the will of a foreign body? It's traitor. A traitor is one who betrays one's country, a cause, or a trust, especially one who commits treason. Treason is the betrayal of allegiance toward one's own country, especially by committing hostile acts against it or aiding its enemies in committing such acts. And that's exactly what the Labor-Liberal Uni Party is doing. For example, Labor's Communications Minister, Michelle Rowland, was talking about the so-called misinformation and disinformation bill that no Australian asked for because it's a censorship bill designed to strip us of our most basic human right, and which was drafted by the Liberals, and she said it will, quote, fulfil all of the federal government's international obligations. Yes, that's right. The Uni Party wants us to shut up because foreigners don't like us having the right to expose them as the criminals they are. Absolutely nothing will improve for any Australian until we get the Labor-Liberal Uni Party and their green-teal subsidiaries the heck out of our parliaments.